There's so many document tools when you open Goodnotes for the first time, so let's go through which each and every one of them is and how that you can use them to optimize your Goodnotes experience. So what are all these tools up here at the top of Goodnotes and what do they mean? Well, let's talk about it. The very first thing you're going to see up here is kind of like a tab window, and it has this little house button beside it. This house button is how you go back to your documents. So if you click on that house, it's going to take you back to the interface of Goodnotes into your Documents tab. If you want to go back to your planner, just click right here on it, and it's going to open the planner app. Now right here, this is where you open up your thumbnails. This is where you can see every single page of the document that you are working in. Since we're in a digital planner, we can see every single page of the planner here. This is probably not something that you'll use much in a planner, but whenever you're using stickers and Goodnotes files for stickers, this thumbnails tab over here becomes really essential and makes it easier to move around. Next up, you have your search bar here. So this is where you can search anything throughout your planner. So if you have wrote in your planner, so let's say I'm just going to add something here. If I wrote hello in my planner, and then I was on a completely different page, I could go to my search bar here and I could type in hello. And it's going to find in that planner where I wrote hello. So now I can click on that page and I can see right here where I wrote hello. It's a really cool feature in Goodnotes to be able to search your text and where you have wrote things throughout your planner. Next up, you have AI. Now, I don't use this very often, or really at all, but if you want to use AI in conjunction with your planner in Goodnotes, you can do that. You just click right here and you hit Start Chat. And your next tool right here is how you turn the toolbar on and off. So if you click right here, you're going to click on that and it's going to turn your toolbar off and you're going to be in read-only mode. Now to turn the toolbar back on, you're just going to click right back on it and now you will see your tools up here. We're going to dive into these tools individually in separate videos, so look for those at the bottom of this video. You can click on which toolbar or which tool you want to learn about. But now we're going to go over here. So we have this is to add a page button. So if you click on this, you can add a page before the page you're on, after the page, or at the very end of the document. You can add the current template that you are using. So let's say that you are working in your notes section. Let's do notes. So I'm going to go to index and I'm going to go to my notes. And let's say I want more than one of these lined pages. If I need more than one lined page for my notes, I'm going to go right here to add a page and I'm going to hit current template and leave it at after. And it's going to add another notes page after. So that's how I can add and duplicate pages throughout my planner. You can also import an image or from templates. You can scan a document, you can take a photo, or you can import a whole nother document and add it right here into your planner. And I'll show you in a deep dive how to do that in a later video. So this is how you add pages. Now here is where you want to export your planner. Now most of the time you won't ever export your planner. Maybe if you get to the very end of the year and you want to export it into like a PDF or a flattened version of your planner, you can do that. So you can export all and go to PDF, a flattened version. You can also export as images, as a Goodnotes file, or a link. So you can export your whole planner here. Or maybe you have a page that you want to print. You just go right up here to export and go to print, and it will let you print all of it or print the specific page that you are on. So that's how you can export and print from your planner. You can also present your planner. This is probably not something you're ever going to be able to do or be doing as just a digital planner user, but if you're using Goodnotes in like a classroom or for a presentation, here is where you can choose how you want to mirror your device. And then the last three dots over here are where all of your tools really set and how you can edit the document or how you can choose how you want to edit your document. So here's where you can add to your favorites. You can copy your page and paste it to somewhere else. You can rotate your pages, so you can completely rotate this if you want. You can add a page to outline. You can also change your template. This is not something that you're going to do in like a pre-made planner like mine. This is something that you could do if you made a notebook like we showed in the previous video and you wanted to change the template. Here you can go to a certain page, so if you knew a certain page number that you wanted to go to, you could do that. And then here we have clear page. So let's go back to where I wrote that hello. If I didn't want to manually erase all this, I could click right here and I could go to clear page, and it's going to delete everything I put on that page. That's really handy if you have a lot of things on a page and you just want to quickly get rid of it. You can do that by going to clear page. You can also add specific pages to the trash, but I'm going to show you an easier way to do that in different videos. Here is where you can add a lock to your planner. So if you had a specific document that you didn't want to be easily accessible just by anyone, you can lock it. You can show your comments here. This is probably not something you're ever going to use, but scrolling direction is something that you will use pretty often. And this might not be set up the way you want it if you're brand new to Goodnotes. So I have mine set to horizontal, and that means that I swipe through my planner horizontally. But you could change that to vertical, and if you did that, then you would swipe up, and it would read like this. Most of the time, if you are using for digital planning, you're going to want it to be in horizontal mode. Now you can also change your sidebar. You can move it to right or left. And what that would mean is that your tool or your thumbnails will pop up on the right instead of on the left. I prefer mine to be on the left, so I'm going to leave those back to the left. And here you have your settings for your stylus and your palm reduction, so you can change it to how your sensitivity, if you use a right-handed or left-handed. All of that is going to be right in here. And then you have document editing. Now, if you click on this, you are going to have a bunch of options here. Most of them you're just going to want to leave on, but here is an option to customize your toolbar. Now, we're going to deep dive into that in a later video, but that is where you can remove some of these settings up here. And that is pretty much everything you need to know about the tools on the very top. Now let's take a deep dive into each individual one of those in the next videos.